Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a crazy shift, right? I mean, you had one option, which is to continue to grow the company that you built to maybe 30 million by just keep hiring more lawnmower, right? Team lawnmower, buying more lawnmowers and getting more people to actually cut the grass. But instead you decided to go build something that actually could scale infinitely if you really wanted to, right? And you could even take the concept elsewhere in the world. So how did you think that there was a need for a product like this? Where did you think that that was an opportunity?
It's a great question. I think when you are starting a new piece of technology, authenticity can be a competitive advantage. If you are solving your own problem, you can kind of start on first or second base. And that's kind of how it was for me. I really was just solving my own problem. I saw this problem manifest itself every day running my landscaping company. Matter of fact, as we grew that company to 50, 75, 100 people, we no longer did basic residential services. Well, we did mainly commercial contracts, $50,000, $100,000 contracts. And we didn't do $35 lawn mowings anymore. But because we had, 80, 90 trucks going out every day all over Nashville, Tennessee, people in the residential space thought that we still did residential work. And so they would call us every day at our office. And so every day we would field 60, 70 phone calls a day. People saying, "Hey, I saw your truck with a bunch of lawnmowers on it. Will you come take care of my lawn for me?" And we'd have to politely decline. We had a value running that business. No matter what, always try to be helpful. Just try to solve somebody's problem if you can. So we would keep a list of names and phone numbers of smaller lawn care providers by the phone, and we would refer those names out, and we would say, "No, but we don't do that anymore, but here's 5 people that do." And what would always happen is those people would say, they would call us back the next day and they say, "Hey, I called all those people. I left a bunch of voicemails, and one guy was supposed to come out. He stood me up. This other guy you recommended never would give me a quote. I left voicemails for the rest of them. What gives? Do you have any others?" And so here we are. It's kind of no good deed goes unpunished. And so it's now we're stuck in the middle trying to help these people and these providers. And so I saw this every day, how just hard it was for people to get this chore done. And then what a disorganized chaos it was for the smaller operators to run their business. And I thought, well, somebody's going to build a platform to make all this run smoothly, like Uber was doing at the time for ride sharing. I thought, well, why couldn't it be me? Why can't I build a team and do this? And that was the idea. And now here we are 10 years later, and we're still working on the same idea. How do we make it cheaper, faster, smoother, safer, more reliable, more convenient to order a lawn mowing service? And then how do we make it more profitable, easier, less headache to run a lawn mowing business? We solve problems on both sides of the transaction.
I mean, it's kind of crazy what that story that described is also my story. I call so many of these guys, they all come in my neighborhood. And then when I'm not happy with my current guys, I call all those people off of their own trucks. And very rarely do I even get a call back. I mean, These guys are all in their field, don't have good technology to respond back on time. Most of them don't even have a CRM system to track their leads or anything. It's a very horrible experience when it comes to contacting local lawn care providers. And then when they give you estimates, it's very vague. And when they give you bills, even worse. And most of them don't still take credit cards. They all want checks. I'm like, how the heck are you guys going to ever scale? Right. It's a very completely a different way of looking at it.
If you enjoyed this video, please share it. To make sure you never miss an episode, please subscribe.